The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run on first down. Samuel, he finds an opening past the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 45 yards on the ground. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do now. The key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. This will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Hampton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6. And just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know,
touchdown Titans! Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown.
Michael Badgley lining up.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On second down now. Samuel, and he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And the Titans are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
Second and goal.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Michael Badgley set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Second down, Samuel, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
He's tackled at the 30.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Open is Powell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Howard, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That gain on third down, good for 28. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied, 14-14.
First down, Samuel. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
Brought down at the 20.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Buying time to his left. Pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and they'll force the incompletion.
And it's no good. Lutz pulled it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, You and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Devin White.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Hampton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Complete.
Nine yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Gain of 9 yards. First down, Titans.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Sanders. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
They'll run on first down. Samuel, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv, and you run into a tough crowd.
Loss of 1. It's now
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Throwing on 1st down. Hampton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's 2nd down.
At the Bucs 29-yard line.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They'll run with Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11th.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
A 27-yard attempt.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Back to throw now on first down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. To throw on second down, Hampton steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
To throw on third down, Hampton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That's out to the left and complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. On first down, Samuel, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll let one go deep for Howard. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Miles Sanders, the ball carrier.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Another run here with Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Hampton. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hampton. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 38. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
At the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Another run with Sanders. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, Hampton. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
14.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hampton. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
3rd down.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Hampton. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Hampton.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again with Sanders. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
23.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 27-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This will make it into the end zone, and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Titans. Miles Sanders, 75 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Forced out to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off play action. Hampton fighting to stay upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. Now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, Hampton. He's going to go up top again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Hampton. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 yards there, 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Hampton. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for his wideout. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Hampton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Hampton. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st down, Hampton. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And that will write a finish to this ball game.